Cars are an extension of our personality. Cars really are another layer of clothing. It's something that we put on after we get dressed, and that tells a lot about you.
This is Woodward Dream Cruise, and it's a once a year thing for people that come here.
This is Woodward Avenue, the main thoroughfare through suburbia of Detroit. This used to be the major cruise, cruise hangout area for all the teenage kids back in the 50s, 60s. And I don't know if it was about the cars more than it was just getting out there, just meeting people and having a good time, living life, enjoying yourself. You know, stop at the drive-in, just cruise around, just bring out your wheels and cruise. Detroit, the birthplace of the automobile for the most part. Everybody here either works for Ford, GM, Chrysler. If you don't know how to work on your vehicle, you know, people look at you like kind of sideways.
I bought this car 12 years ago. It only took about 20 years to acquire it. So after, 30-some years, I finally got my dream toy. This car is unique. The older cars, the older muscle, they all have distinct lines, and there's something fashionable about every single car. The cars that nowadays, they all look alike.
I enjoy playing with cars. I mean, that's basically what it is. Putting them together, driving them is fun. Okay, and I guess it just keeps us young since I'm old. You know, I just feel younger.
You always have a pretty car, you might play to get the pretty girls. It is the same, they will go hand in hand. It's just that unique bond between men and cars is just the fact that if they look good, you feel good. I think that's a good part about it.
My relationship to cars probably started when I was about 15 years of age. 59 now. It's been a long relationship with cars. I believe it's either in your blood or it's not. You either design them, or you work on them, or you race them. But it is in your blood, and the relationship is quite close.
In the early 50s and even into the late 60s, you could buy a car to fit your personality. This car, my dad owned one in 1961. It was the first one I had ever seen, and I'd never seen anything as beautiful. When I bought this car, it was something that I wanted to show my dad, part of his history and a part of mine. And so after the restoration was completed, I presented it to my dad, and he had very limited eyesight, but he was able to recognize what had taken place, and I'd never seen a smile on his face as big as it was that day. And we went for a ride.
I have a son that's 17, and actually this is his car. We spent many evenings in the garage wrenching on it. It gave me an opportunity to cultivate a relationship with my son from a man-to-man standpoint.
Well, my dad came home, I was 14 years old, and he said, "I think I found it." I said, "Found what?" He said, "I found your car." So he bought it for me, $1,200, bucket of bolts, and it took us 6 years. And me and my dad decided it would be a good project to spend some time together. And you have your ups and downs, things don't go right, you have some big time setbacks, but you look back on it, and I never saw the car, just time you spend with your dad and stuff. It's not the car, it's just metal, plastic bolts. It goes way beyond that. It's the people you spend time with, your family, your friends, everybody that helped you out along the way.
For somebody to have actually had a hand in building the car, that gives them a special connection, a connection that most people just would not have.